Mike North Morning Show here on WSCR 670 The Score with Fred Hubner and Annie Mixon. And as you know, for about 2-3 weeks, I've been saying, oh, is he suspended? He's got to be suspended. I mean, the guy missed, basically, the Cubs-White Sox series at Wrigley. He also missed the Boston Sox series, missed the Western Open, the World Cup, Wimbledon. You know what? He went on vacation, but I did some investigating over the weekend, at his behest, by the way, and I came up with some answers, and we're pleased to have with us Jay Mariotti. What's up, Jay?
Who are you, Woodward or Bernstein?
Hey, let me tell you something. I actually did some work over the weekend. I was hitting the line.
Found out, Sleuth. Tell me what you found out.
Well, here's what I found out, okay? I found out that, indeed, you are on vacation, okay?
All right. Congratulations.
Okay. I also found out that you have a ton of vacation, okay?
Yep.
I also found out that you have a personal services contract, which does not, that goes separately from the guild, okay? I also found out that for somebody to take 8 weeks, 10 weeks, 12 weeks, it's unprecedented, but that's fine. You have the time. I did not find out if the vacation was taken at your behest or at their behest. That's the only thing I can't find out. We got to take your word, or according to Editor-in-Chief John Barron, who says Jay's vacation, this is out of the Reader, will go on for weeks and weeks and weeks. Now, maybe that's at your behest, but also that's the only thing I can't find out. If they asked you, hey, Jay, take some time off. You need it.
Well, I am taking time off, and it's flattering. I mean, other than President Bush, I don't know whose vacation has been this scrutinized, but Mike, I mean, I'm on vacation. It's that simple. You called me the other day.
Right.
I mean, I'm on vacation. Am I allowed a vacation? I have 8 weeks in my contract. I'm taking it. Really has nothing to do with Ozzie Guillen, the White Sox, or anything like that. The editor of the paper, I'd say 3 months ago, told me you really need to take some time. We have 8 weeks in your contract. Take it. You work too hard. So there's your story, Mike.
But you understand, Jay, the timing of the situation. You also understand that you helped make this little deal go because you said, you know what, I'd like to hang out with this White Sox in their locker room, but I got to go cover the NBA draft. And then all of a sudden, you weren't covering the NBA draft. And then some of the biggest events in Chicago were not being covered by people who are used to seeing you cover them.
And I'll get this straight. The White Sox in the clubhouse has to do, as I've, told Mike Mulligan and Brian Hanley on this very station, to do with various episodes over the years, which some of them I've chronicled in the column, my 2 columns on this situation. So, no, that one has nothing to do with the other. Mike, I was covering the NBA Finals. When this all happened, I was in Dallas.
No, talk about the draft, though. The NBA draft. You said you were going to be there.
Yeah, I don't think the NBA draft is exactly the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but you know what you said. You said you were going to be there, though.
Well, sometimes things change. I just decided to take some time off.
But let me ask you something.
Mike, one thing you got to remember is when I write religiously. I write probably too much. And I just decided it's a nice summer, spend some time with the family, kick back. Nothing wrong with that. And really, there's nothing more to it. If I were suspended, I'd call in Bob Watson here and we'd appeal and all. It has nothing to do with it. This is not a suspension. The paper is fine. I'm fine. When I come back and write in a few weeks, everything will be back to normal.
You know what?
That's really the story.
With Jay Mariotti here on WSCR 670, The Score. Is this sort of like a boycott of the Sun-Times right now? Or maybe, hey, I'm not going to write during the peak time. You know what? I'm your number one columnist. Let's see how things go along without me.
Boycott. No, I think it's important that we just kind of get away from each other. I think that's important. I mean, hey, I've had 15 years in the city, and sometimes you kind of scratch your head and say, my God, this thing gets a little nutty. I'm reading in the paper today that Steve Dahl's kid had someone.
Patrick.
I mean, it's like sometimes you have to just sit back and chuckle at all this.
When are you coming back? Do you have a date?
4 or 5 weeks.
Can we get an actual date so if you don't come back, I can start talking the suspension talk again?
Sometime in the middle of August, Mike. And,
all right.
You know what? I appreciate you. You and I have gone at it through the years.
Oh, many times.
I'll say this, dude, you at least called. You picked up the phone and called. Tell these people at the Tribune, like Ted Greenstein, to pick up the phone and call. And that would be nice.
That's only fair.
Now we're talking about newspaper wars. And, that's another story.
Well, hey, you know what? Enjoy your time off. And you know what? There's no doubt maybe you need it, and maybe you're happy you did it now.
I'm very relaxed.
All right. All right, buddy. Jay, thank you.
See you, Mike.
All right, Jay Mariotti.